just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan. We welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Giants on Sunday Night Primetime. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing right away on the game's first play. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the ready.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 19, half the 60, half the 60. Check go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run it here with Hubbard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw. Laying out, and he's made the catch. What a play. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, Giants.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
There's a handoff to Hubbard. And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. And the Raiders Tigers are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Back to throw. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. 2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
10 cycles.
Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas. 39 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal.
50 Green. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
In motion, that's Thornton.
Set, go.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
You don't blue. Come on, set. Blue. Cut.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man. Middle of the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. His 6th touchdown now for the season. An extra point attempt to follow. He knocks it through. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Okay,
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
19, right in. Here we go. Sack. 19, Tiger. 19. Hurt. Panther 11. Dragon 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Ready.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Six. Mega. Right. Right. Ready. Ready. 60 ready. Set.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
And 3 yards to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
16 yards. That's
So
good
a
for
big
Las Vegas.
third down hookup
First down.
takes us to the break.
First
It's
and
the
10
Raiders
at the
with the
18-yard
early
line.
lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18.
Let's go now. Hut. Hut.
A run, and this is Aston Genty. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
He's taken down at the
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Down. Black 40. Set.
Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
First and goal, Raiders.
Flight blue. Let's go.
Bowers the man in motion.
Yellow.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Raiders move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This returnable from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and
All
10.
things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
70, trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to the air once more on second down. He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
It's a
A
gain of
big
37.
play for the Giants. 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
It's a gain of 29. And it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Hubbard. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. Loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal.
Here we go, shot. Hiking 18. 60 bison, 60 bison.
That is hot in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, New York. His 4th TD grab of the season. Rikers good with the extra point. And the Giants are on the board. It's now 14-7. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Ready. Black, 95. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10.
43 round. Ram, 33. Yep, stand.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And he lost the football.
You know, it's so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways. But he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline knowing they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
Here we go. Ready.
Genty going to get it on the zone read. Good blocking to the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
And I think at this point here, second quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. First and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Kept this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Check smash! Check smash!
They'll look to throw yet again. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Flush to his right, and for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Raiders will have great field position right around midfield.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
First down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Our zone read will hand it to Genty.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Quick throw, taken in. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
That is caught. What a throw. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. It is 2nd and 6.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
23 yards.
Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. I got him. Help me. 79.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Forced to his right. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. We'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
On the ready.
From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1.
Set. Blow check. Ready.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
24-yard gain.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And he's got another one. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. No problem there on the extra point, and the Raiders will extend this third quarter lead.
Giants 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go street. Hey, push, push, push. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
First down.
Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 7 Tigers. 19 Tiger, 19 Tigers.
They'll look to throw again. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. It's fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Back to the air one more time. This one is caught by Robinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Ready? 18 Cougar, 19.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Gentry to start the drive. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 4. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Ready.
Third down, 3 to go.
Slide blue. 22.
Check.
Black. 95. 43 rail. Ready.
He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. The Raiders have their punt team out there as he'll punt it away for the second time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing, and ultimately
this one batted in the air and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. From 6 yards out, it's first and goal.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. A big mistake. It was first and goal, and it's intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Giants. Strikers now to add the extra point. The kick is good. The Giants are able to cut into the deficit.
Giants 14.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 33-yard line.
Okay, ready? Pause rank. Let's go. Sit. Mega. Yes.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Rock Bowers. And it'll lead to a second down.
Come on, set.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
he's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. This is intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
19, Buffalo 18. Warrior 70. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Forced out left. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Giants cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out wide, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On 2nd down, a run with Hubbard. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 9-yard line.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a 1st down. It's 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one taken in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you can see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack. He knew exactly what play was coming.
That catch number 40 on the season for him.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 50 yards. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll throw out of the gun. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's into the end zone yet again. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Giants 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Receiver Hyatt. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. That pass play good for 22. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
45-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire.
And he will score! Touchdown, Vegas. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the bite. And it's second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Left side in the hands of Neighbor. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
That's
20.
catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60. Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Chop 60, chop 60. I'm gonna switch speed.
Back to the air once more on second down. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80. Cougar 19. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboom. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
3rd and 8.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's incomplete. Daring ball on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Right, kick. Set, ready.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
On the ball.
It is 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
.43 rail.
And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start.
Ready. Come on. Set.
Following the penalty, he'll run it. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Green jack. Ready. Check.
Back to throw. And he will be taken down. We'll see. They want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready, set.
So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.